we do a detailed spec comparison of the all-new Triumph Bonneville bobber with its most fierce competitors, Harley-Davidson 48 and Moto Guzzi V9 bobber. Just a few years ago, the bobber genre of motorcycles didn't exist in our two-wheeler spectrum. But that has changed with the introduction of the Harley-Davidson 48 and the Moto Guzzi V9 bobber last year. Now, Triumph Motorcycles has joined this elite group of motorcycles by launching the all-new Bonneville bobber in India at Rs 9.09 lakh. The Bonneville bobber is the most affordable motorcycle among the trio and has been loaded with features, but how does it stack up against its rivals? A spec comparison should answer that. The Moto Guzzi V9 bobber has the smallest engine among the trio. The Italian motorcycle is powered by an air-cooled 850cc V-twin motor that churns out 55 PS and 63 Nm of peak torque. The longitudinally mounted V-twin motor is what distinguishes the Italian bike from its rivals. The main purpose of mounting the V-twin transversely is to provide better cooling with the engine heads angled out. Another interesting feature of the Moto Guzzi V9 bobber is the fact that it employs shaft drive to transmit power to the rear wheel as opposed to chain drive and belt drive. The engine is mated to a 6-speed transmission. The Harley-Davidson 48 employs a air-cooled 1,200cc V-twin engine that delivers 96 Nm of peak torque, which is 10 Nm less than the British motorcycle. The American bike maker hasn't divulged power output for the 48. The Triumph Bonneville bobber has the most modern engine among the trio. The parallel twin motor is liquid-cooled and produces 77 PS at 6,100 revolutions per minute, and peak torque stands at 106 Nm, which is made available at 4,000 revolutions per minute. All the three motorcycles feature a semi-digital, single-pod instrument cluster. The console of the Moto Guzzi unit is loaded to the brim with features but misses out on a tachometer. Both the European motorcycles get electronic goodies while the Harley-Davidson remains old school in its approach. The V9 bobber and the Bonneville bobber get switchable traction control system. The Triumph also gets 2 ride modes, road and rain. All the three motorcycles are equipped with ABS. The Moto Guzzi also gets a USB port that has been cleverly tucked below the steering head. But the real tech fest is the Moto Guzzi Media Platform, MGMP, which has a smartphone-ready interface that allows the phone to be an add-on display through which the rider can view 5 parameters. This also includes the missing tachometer, instant power and torque outputs and acceleration, etc. The Moto Guzzi unsurprisingly has the shortest wheelbase at 1,465 mm, the 48 is slightly longer at 1,495 mm, while the Bonneville bobber is the longest at 1,510 mm. All three motorcycles employ telescopic front forks, but only the Bonneville bobber gets monoshock at the rear as opposed to twin shock unit as seen on the other two bikes. The Triumph bike also features a unique frame that endows it with a hardtail look. All the three motorcycles employ disc brakes on both ends for anchorage, but, at 320 mm, the V9 bobber has the largest front disc brake. The 48 gets alloy wheels while the other two motorcycles feature spoked wheels. The Triumph Bonneville bobber is shod with a 190 section at the front and a 150/80 section at the rear, while the other two get fatter rubber, 130/90 section at the front and 150/80 section at the rear. The Moto Guzzi V9 bobber is the lightest of the lot at 199 kg, followed by the Triumph Bonneville bobber at 228 kg. Unsurprisingly, the 48 is the heaviest with a curb weight of 252 kg. In terms of fuel tank capacity, the Italian has the largest tank at 14 liters, followed by the Bonneville bobber at 9.1 liters. The 48's peanut-shaped tank can only take in 7.9 liters. For Indian bikers, price is among the most important criteria while finalizing their purchase. The Triumph Bonneville bobber has been priced at Rs 9.09 lakh, ex-showroom, Delhi, which makes it the most affordable motorcycle of the lot. The Triumph offering is great value given the power, features and better cycle parts it has on offer. The Harley-Davidson 48 comes close at Rs 9.50 lakh, ex-showroom, Delhi, for the base black color. Like most things Italian, the Moto Guzzi V9 Bobber is considerably more expensive than its rivals with a sticker price of Rs 13.9 lakh, ex-showroom Bune. The high price tag can be attributed to the fact that the Italian bike is in a higher tax bracket as it comes to India as a completely built unit, CBU, while the Harley-Davidson and Triumph are locally assembled.